Life gives us moments when we have the opportunity to make a choice, and what we choose has the potential to change our lives forever. Join us now for another inspired episode of The Breakthrough. And now, please welcome the creator and host of the show, Jessica Dugas.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to The Breakthrough Show. I'm your host, Jessica Dugas, and I'm so excited that you're here with us for another episode today. As you can see, if you're not on video version right now of The Breakthrough Show, I'm holding a balloon that says, hip, hip, hooray, happy birthday. And for anybody that didn't realize this, last Monday was The Breakthrough Show's second birthday. This is, I'm going to put my balloon friend down here now, but this is a big deal for a lot of different reasons. In podcast world, many podcasts don't last very long, first of all, and because honestly, people don't realize how much work it is. It's a lot of work, and there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes, and then to add to it, this is not just an audio podcast, this is also a video show. And so there's a lot that goes into the logistics of everything behind the scenes. And then of course, we're not a live show either. So it's, not anymore anyway. And there's a lot of editing that goes on in the creation of the final episode. And there's the website and there's the communications, and it's a lot. It really, honestly, for the first 3 seasons and the first year, I didn't even realize how much work was going into the program. And then to add to all of that on a very personal level, I am very airy. I've talked about this before. In fact, I talked about it on Project Joy podcast last week. I am an Aquarian through and through. And that means that I have this huge desire to change the world and to make the world a better place. But the second for me that I lose a little interest, or that fire goes down a little bit, I'm like, oh, next thing, but I'm so honored and proud of the Breakthrough Show and the incredible relationships that have been a part of it, the amazing opportunities that have come from it. I'm so honored by all of that and excited about it, that I think about it when I'm not doing it, and I think about it when I wake up in the morning, and I think about it before I go to bed, and I've had dreams about it too, about the direction that the show is going to go. And so that and all of the amazing support that I have had from past guests, panelists, co-hosts, entertainers, it just doesn't get any better. And I've enjoyed, quote unquote, going to work every single day for the last 2 years, and I couldn't imagine doing anything else. So I'm so excited to see where the next 2 years go. And beyond that, I'm thrilled and excited to be at the helm of this project. So for the birthday celebration, in case you haven't seen it, make sure you go over to our Facebook page, breakthrough.com/ or facebook.com/breakthrough show. And you can also go to our website, thebreakthroughshow.com, or our YouTube channel as well. Just look for The Breakthrough Show and check out the video that was posted for our second birthday. Now, I have to let everyone in on a secret during these hot topics. So, I'm a one-woman show here. I do literally everything that has to do with the show, I do it. And so I'm not just here doing the show today, the interviews. I do all the editing, I do the websites, I do the whole thing. And so it can be a little lonely from time to time, because when you have a birthday celebration like we have, it's me. And so I had a lot of fun. I got, my balloon that I showed you, and I put a party hat and a noisemaker on my microphone as kind of a joke, that I was celebrating with my microphone and my computer. And so I wanted to create a birthday video. And as I was sharing with a couple of people some different ideas, I was planning on doing a live, and then it wasn't really panning out. So I thought, well, why don't I get, some of the people that have been on to share a birthday message for the show. And here comes a little here comes a truth bomb for everybody that was a part of that. So I just contacted random people that have been on the show. There's been 88 guests on the show since day one, you guys. So that's a lot of people. So I contacted a few people and said, hey, will you just make a quick video? I'm just saying happy birthday to the Breakthrough Show. And a lot of people were like, what do you want me to do? And I'm like, listen, I just want it to be authentic to you. I just want it to be, who you are. I want to look at the video and say, yeah, that's you. Thank you. Like it needed to embody them authentically, right? So the video started rolling in, and most people would put the video and then ask me, is this okay? Is this what you're looking for? Is this great? For the vast majority of them, I just said, it's fantastic. It's wonderful. It's perfect. It's the best video ever. And I never watched them. I did not watch them. I did not listen to them, nothing. Why? Because again, I'm a one-woman show here. I wanted to be surprised and happy and excited and watch it along with everybody else. So I literally downloaded the videos without watching them. At least the majority of them. There was a couple that I watched just because they were short and they just like autoplay. And so I downloaded them. I put them all into my video maker and put all of the editing in there. I knew who they were, so I could put their names on the screen. And I just exported it and downloaded it and uploaded it, and and we got what we got. And I was so happy and I was so excited by the end of that video that I was just so glad that I did it that way. So I'm sorry that I lied. I'm sorry that I lied to everyone and said that I watched it and it was great. It was great. And it was, of course, everyone was perfect and so authentic to the person, which is exactly what I wanted. But, it was such confirmation for me that the quality people that I've surrounded myself with, as far as the Breakthrough Show is concerned, it just doesn't get any better. It's high quality people and authentic people, and I had no worries. I had no worries, and just to put it together, and I knew I was going to get something amazing, and I did. And so that's to all of your credit. It's to thank you so much to everyone who participated in that video, who said yes, who answered my message, and were a part of it, because it really means more to me than I could ever express in words. And I'm so thankful and grateful for it. I appreciate you. And thank you to everyone who sent messages on Monday, who commented on the video and said happy birthday to the Breakthrough Show. I feel like it's another one of my babies, and it's been amazing to see it grow and as I said, be at the helm of the project. And I'm so thankful for all of it. So thank you to all of you who have taken the time to wish us a happy birthday. And I can't wait, as I said, to see what's to come. We have an amazing show today, you guys. I'm really excited to jump into our guest today. His name is Aaron Hill, and he's going to be joining us after the break with some amazing stories throughout his musical journey, and he's going to be playing piano for us as well. So we'll be back in just a minute for more of the Breakthrough Show.
Hey, Jessica Dugas here, creator, producer, and host of The Breakthrough Show. We have big goals here at the show in the desire to change the world one Breakthrough Show episode at a time. And honestly, we couldn't do it without you. We want to take this moment to give a huge thank you to our Patreon supporters for helping us to not only expand the show, but spread its message far and wide. If you're not a supporter yet, we would love to have you. You can choose any tier with tons of benefits at patreon.com/The Breakthrough Show. We can't wait to have you part of our Breakthrough Show family. And now back to the show.
Welcome back to the Breakthrough Show. My special guest today is a self-taught musician who has been drawn to music his whole life, from playing with groups like Clarence Ward and Dat Feel Good to his own group, Fruition Music. You'll find he brings the cosmic soul. I love that in reading your bio. His most recent project is Key Reflections, and it's so amazing, guys, and he's here today to talk to us about that and so much more. Please welcome my new friend to the show, Aaron Hill. Aaron, thank you so much for being with me today.
Hello, thank you so much for having me.
It's so good to have someone on the show that loves music as much as I do. And I have, like I said in the intro, been so enjoying Key Reflections. I'm like listening and I'm drifting off to sleep or going to my happy place. It is so nice.
Thank you. It is definitely good for sleep. That's one of the primary functions, I think, created that album for: sleep, meditation, a way to have a mental vacation. So
Absolutely.
I'm glad that it is impacting you that way.
Yeah, really, there couldn't be better timing in the world to have things like this that can bring us to a better place in our mind and a better place spiritually. And so just thank you so much for putting it out there and allowing us to enjoy it.
Yeah, well, thank you. I mean, for me, it's reciprocal. It's one of my gifts, and so it's almost like to not put it out there. It's almost. I put something on Facebook a couple weeks ago. It's like, when you're a true giver, you only receive your gift when someone else receives your gift. That's how you're given a gift. So that's how I feel with this, for it to be received in the way that it is by you and by, others, is actually the gift for me. So thank you.
I love it. I love it. I would love to have you start out by sharing with us just something that's bringing you joy right now in your life. I think everybody kind of needs to be focused on that right now. And so sharing and joy with other people is good. So what's something that's bringing you joy right now, Aaron?
Self-care is bringing me joy right now. Yeah.
I love
Self-care is bringing me a lot of joy right now. Yeah, my self-care journey is something that, is important to me, and, consistent in mindfulness and meditation, and, just every day focusing on that. I actually have a self-care journey that is a part of my daily offerings, as I'm on my journey as well. And so, yeah, self-care is definitely making me happy right now, because, without self-care, it's kind of hard to sustain.
Yeah.
It's really hard to sustain. So, yeah, I've always been a person who in some way was applying self-care, but I'm enjoying like this new journey, this new level of it.
Mm-hmm. I think it's something that I think a lot of people come in later on. They maybe aren't taking care of themselves, or they're maybe always putting other people before themselves. And then at some point they wake up and go, oh, what about me? And I should be taking care of myself. Was that the case for you at all?
Well, I would say I've always been a person who's been a caretaker around myself, especially mentally. It was like needing another level of it, life, you go through different phases and times in life. And so I came to a point where it was time to go to a deeper level, because my circumstances changed. So you have to adjust accordingly. The only consistency in life is change. So being able to be mutable and flowy and adjust to that, it was important. And so, yeah, in this last season of my life, I would say in at least the last 6 to 8 months, I had a considerable, extra level of anxiety and responsibility and, just all that. So it was time to take it to another level.
Yeah.
And as that's what it is. For the most part, most of the things in life, it's like insurance. We don't need it until we need it.
Yeah.
And then when we need it, then we're glad that we, you know, put the time and put the deposit into it. And so that's how I look at it. You know, it's this is part of responding to life and preparing for life even, you know, even further.
Mm.
And so yeah, you know, and I kind of appreciate however people come to that place. You know, you just have to accept it for what it is, because that's evolution. You know,
Right.
you don't pay attention to things until there's a need to pay attention to those things.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. So you're a self-taught musician. When was the first time, how did you come into music and teaching yourself? Was there a moment that you can remember, or is it like since the moment you came out into this world that you just were drawn to music? What did that journey look like for you?
So it definitely wasn't the latter. You know, the funny thing was I started really late. I started late when it comes to like the music that I do now. The earliest though was when I was 14. I got into conscious hip hop and I became a lyricist and artist.
Mm.
And I was doing that with a couple of friends of mine until I was about 16, going on 17. And during that time, when I was 16, going on 17, I became interested in learning an instrument, because at that point I was a lyricist and I started trying my hand in production. I was pretty good at it, and I said, if I can do this well, you know, just by ear, what would happen if I learned? And so at that point, I set out to learn an instrument. My group, we were supposed to choose one instrument a piece because we were a 3-person conscious hip hop group, and we were going to be like the first rapping trio, you know. So I chose piano, and I was the only one that followed through with his instrument. But
Interesting.
but at 17, making that choice and then starting to teach myself how to read music, and then still playing a bit by ear, and then eventually getting a mentor about 2 years later is what opened me up to the different genres of music. It opened up my ears, you know, because I started studying classical. I started playing gospel for about 10 years. I started studying jazz and blues, you know, and soul, and it just kept unfolding from there, you know. And because I'm such an inquisitive person, every exposure to a new genre, it opened my mind up to new possibilities. So before you know it, you know, I went from being a conscious lyricist at a young age to being a composer and arranger, and yeah, just a lover of music, you know, a person who has a, you know, diverse skill set, and it just unfolded from there. The opportunities just really unfolded. That's like the brief, you know, the brief version of it, you know.
Yeah.
And then once I hit entrepreneurship around 21, that's when the merging of the two came together, and that opened even more possibilities as
Right.
far as being a musician, you know, and possibilities as far as how I could take this gift that I learned that I had at that point out to the world. But I didn't know that I really didn't know I had a gift for music when I was younger, because I wasn't in band in middle school or high school. You know, I was in chorus because you had to select,
Yeah.
you know, a class, at least one class for music. But the rest happened to just unfold. You know, I did have one defining like moment that really showed me, and I'll share that really quick. When I was in the 10th grade, I had a space in my schedule where I needed to fill a class, and I had already taken a chorus class, but the music teacher had been my teacher since middle school. He was also friends with my mother, so I was kind of, you know, a bit more cool with him. And I asked him if I could put his class in my schedule again, but instead of doing chorus, if I could go into the keyboard room, and while the class was doing chorus, I would just shut the door, be quiet, wouldn't disturb anyone, and I could hone my skills. And he agreed. And so it allowed me to take that class and actually start honing my skills, you know, as a musician. So that was a big defining moment. Shout out to Fernando Allen.
I love that. I love that, because I mean, that doing music and stuff in school was a huge turning point in my life, and at a time in my life when things were rocky at home, when I was dealing with a lot internally, trying to figure out who I was, and really struggling with depression and anxiety and a lot of these things at a very young age. That music and my music teachers were a safe haven. That's where I found peace. It's where I was at home. And so I totally get that. But I love your story for a couple of different reasons. Number one, because you started a little bit later. There's so many people, like we'll see on social media these days, like, 3-year-old kids sitting at the piano playing these masterpieces, and we're like, really? Like, there's no hope for me because I didn't start that young. And then the other thing is really just that you, like I said, you didn't start as a baby, and it's something that you had to work on and eventually fell in love with. And I think a lot of people assume that what we're going to do for the rest of our lives is something that just happens naturally and it's easy and we don't actually have to work. And you worked on it and honed your craft, right?
Yeah, that was, I would say, honestly, that was my gift, if you will. My gift was discipline and honing in. My gift was the ability to take my 9-to-5 job, excuse me, and when I got the opportunity at 21 to become a full-time musician, I took those 9-to-5 hours and I just shifted them over to music. I studied music from 9 to 5. I took a 30-minute lunch break and I studied music for the rest of that time. And that's how I put in the time. And over the course of a short time, like a couple years, I went from, not knowing how to play the piano to actually being able to hang with the best of them, dare I say, and then evolve from there. I was so excited about the opportunity, to do something that brought me joy. I was not going to miss out on that opportunity. So I would say that my discipline, is what really, really helped me. And then I would also say, in addition to that, it is never too late. When it comes to music, I tell people all the time, when I was teaching privately, my students ranged from about 18 to 68, and there is no age limit when it comes to learning music. In fact, the older you get, the better it is, because it helps to ward off things like Alzheimer's and dementia and those kind of things. Because it's like a cardiovascular workout for your brain, because you're building new neural pathways every time you sit down and learn a piece of music or approach something like learning a music instrument. But then it also has, healing effects. I mean, even if a person never took on the life of it being a career, I mean, just for it to bring you your own personal happiness and joy is something that can't be overstated, as well as, it's something that's also communal, and you can do it in a way where others are able to join you, even if it's something like you have a holiday party and you just play a little bit. Like, there's just so much joy, that comes out of music. But that's what did it for me. I did start late because I didn't start playing the piano until I was 21. That was at 21 is when I really sunk my teeth in, and I'm just not a person to take for granted a grand opportunity. And when it comes to the opportunity to learn in general, and then to learn something that was so fun as music, I did just take it and run with it, to be honest.
I love it. And I think that's just a great lesson for everybody, talking about how, it's never too late to start on something that you love and that brings you joy. I just love that message for everybody. So you've learned your craft over time, and you've played with amazing people, and you've had your own band and everything else. Did you ever have any setbacks along the way, or any moments where you thought, like, I don't know if I should be doing this, or anything that came in your way during that period of time?
Well, the funny thing is, the first time I had that was really right before I met my mentor. And like, when I say right before, I literally mean like moments before I met my mentor. I was like, you know what? Like, I'm going to let this go. But the reason why was because at the time I was a budding musician. I was starting to learn. I was in church, and I was starting to have my ears open. I was around the organist at the church, and I was around my friend who was the drummer of the church. And I wanted to learn, but I didn't know at that point how you went from, not knowing how to play or not knowing how to, hear music to learning. And so I didn't really have a mentor. And I told myself how to read music, but of course that's only one side of the coin. So we were in a church service and I wanted to participate, and the way that I would normally participate would either be on percussion, because anybody can play percussion, and it's not it's not even that anybody can play percussion, but it's easier to tap out a beat and fall in rhythm. It's actually a good thing. It's an accessibility point that almost anybody can get into, because it just involves your body, to trying to put together complex notes and harmony. So we were in a church service and things were, the music was going and everything was going really well. And I didn't really have anything to do because we were at a visiting church. So there was a piano on the other side of the church, and the guy that was sitting at the piano was the minister of music for the church. My buddy kept saying to me, "Why don't you go play the piano?" I'm like, "For what? I don't what I know, and I don't know much." But he just kept saying, "Just go, just try." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm always down for trying." So this is when I don't know if I have a lot of courage or if I'm just downright crazy. Like, I still haven't figured it out. I think it's a bit of both, right? It takes taking a risk, in order to achieve. So I got up, I went to the other side of the church. I asked the guy who was playing the piano successfully if I could sit down and play. And I did, and he allowed me to. And when I sat down, I knew how to find the key to the music. So a lot of times I would just try to find a key and just try to find a melody around that, something. What he saw in me, though, was what he would later say he saw in himself. He saw that I had the desire, the passion, and I had the guts to try. And so at that point, he said to me, "You should let me take you under my wing and be a mentor, because you remind me a lot of myself, and I can see that you desire it, and I'm a teacher." And that was the moment. So, what a better way to be an example for not giving up, that was literally because after that, I told him, I was like, "Man, I love this so much, but I'm going to let this go." And I was just going to go back to what I was doing before, which definitely wouldn't have brought me to the point where I am now, even to have this conversation. Yeah.
Do you have any big musical influences in your life, or people that you look up to in the music industry that have inspired you to be the kind of musician you are today?
Well, yeah, definitely. The list is long because I'm a bit of what I call a musical mutt, and I wear that term
That's
proudly.
neat.
I've been through so many different genres of music as far as my yeah, so I've been through so many genres of music when it comes to learning music, that my influences range from like rappers, like wow, like Tribe Called Quest and the Roots. The Roots were my biggest. Let's start there. That's a good place to start. The Roots are the reason why I'm a live musician, because I was a hip hop musician and I was influenced by a lot of hip hop producers and artists. And then in listening to music, to become a producer, you have to listen to everything. So one of the things that I did, a little side story, one of the things that I did when I was younger was I took my tape recorder and I used to plug it up to my family's digital cable box and record the music channels, all the different genres. And when I came home from school each day, I would take that recording and sit down with it. And that's how I would make my music, as a producer, chopping samples and that kind of thing from the different music. So one day it would be opera, another day it would be blues, another day it would be classical. So I had a lot of influences that way. But from that point moving forward, my biggest influence was the Roots, because I was blown away at how they could take a song from the studio and take it to the live audience and actually play it live. I was infatuated with that. And I was already infatuated with them from a hip hop group perspective and from a message and lyrical content perspective. So they were my influences to become a live musician. I was blown away because before that, people just went on stage with, pre-recordings or with a DJ. So that was my first influence. That band was my biggest influence. And then from there, I have a lot of influence in the individual genres. There's the Herbie Hancocks. There's of the jazz world and the Chick Coreas. There's the Stevie Wonders, you know, of the soul and R&B world. There's wow, from the gospel world, you know, everybody from a classic like Mahalia Jackson to someone new like a Kirk Franklin or Hezekiah Walker, you know. There's smooth jazz. There's Brian Culbertson, who introduced me to how to express through your instrument without a vocalist. Like, there's so many different. And then my favorite classical arrangers like Chopin. To me, he's like the jazz master of classical music. You know, I'm into folk country. I'm into everything. So I have influences all over the board.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think that's a good thing. When I watched, I don't know if you saw the reality show that was on Netflix. I think maybe it wasn't just on Netflix, but it was Rhythm and Flow, the rap competition. Did you see that?
I haven't. I've heard of it, but I haven't seen Rhythm and Flow.
Well, the guy that won, D Smoke. He was a trained musician. He was a music teacher. He played piano, and the song that he won with in the final, he came out and he played piano, and people were like, "What?" Like, you I think you have expectations of, you know, going into something like that, thinking, you know, well, they're just gonna rap. That's all that they do, and he's just so well trained and was right in there, like, with the producers and everything else. So I think that ultimately that's why he won, is because he had such a wide range of musical interests, of training, and he, like, very similar to you, worked real hard to get good at what he does.
Yeah, I can definitely imagine that. I mean, that diversity does set you apart. You're building your brain a different way, you know, and so it really expands you. That's the other thing too. That's another sidebar I want to throw in there too. Learning music is really good for cognitive skills and problem solving, and even down to things like changing your perspective. Like, music helps with that, because you're always blazing new neural pathways. So it really does help you when it comes to problem solving. Because in order to listen to music and play it, you have to decipher certain things, you know, so you have to look at things from multiple angles. So it really does transfer over. You're building your brain in a different way. And I think that everybody is quote unquote special, because I think that, you know, it's like everybody's special because no one is special. Like, we're all special.
Yeah.
But it is something unique about the brain of a musician, though, that studies show, you know, and it's because of the way that we're building our brain. It gives us a certain kind of sensitivity to things. We hear things in a different way. You know? Yeah. And as soon as I said that, I heard out back my neighbor was practicing with his target dart thing out back. And I heard the first dart go into the board as I said that, and he's way out back there. See, that's what I'm saying. You know, it's that kind of thing. You know, the sensitivity is there.
Yeah.
But let me say this too, and I just want to add one more thing to that. The sensitivity, you know, to things like tone, you know, so to be able to listen to a person speak, it almost builds another level of intuition. You can, like, understand a person's feelings even deeper, because you can hear small different fluctuations in tone, you know, or small fluctuations in pauses or breaths and that kind of thing. It's very peculiar.
Yeah. I mean, I can definitely see in my own work and working with people in a very intuitive way that music and just being able to hear things differently has helped me. I can see that. And it's not something that I've spent a whole lot of time talking about or really thinking about at all. But it's a natural thing that happens, I think. And I can see, you know, when I've struggled recently with different health things, anytime I go back to the music and I'll sit there and sing, or I'll start writing or something, even when I'm not feeling good, and I start to feel better. And so it really does do something for you.
It really does. I feel like it develops your emotional your sensitivity. I was thinking about it as you were talking. You know, I've been working deeply on continuing to grow as far as emotional intelligence. And but I was thinking about musicians, and I was like, well, does it grow you in emotional intelligence? It's like, well, no, because there are some crazies out there. But what it does, though, is it increases your sensitivity.
Hmm.
And so then what you do with that, that's a completely different question and journey. But it does really increase your sensitivity, though. It really does. Even when you have people who don't know how to express what they're feeling, they feel it. Musicians, we are very sensitive to, like, we can feel things just based off of the combination of slight nuances in hearing, as well as the rest of our senses as well. But it kind of all comes together. It really does come together, especially when your eyes, when, like, you have two sets of eyes. You have your actual eyes, and then your ears also become your eyes too. The deeper you go into music, your ears become your eyes. There's so many times when I'm performing, and I was just talking to a friend about this the other day, and it was even something that she pointed out. And she was like, I noticed something when you're performing, you're in a particular zone where you almost don't see anything else. You almost don't see anything else. And I was like, yeah, that really is the case, because my ears become my eyes. So at that point, I'm actually feeling out a room, or listening, or paying attention in a different way. So
yeah. So
yeah,
tell us
really
a little bit about Key Reflections, and how, like, I know you said you were working on it for quite some time. How did that idea come about? And tell us how it finally all came together.
Okay. So Key Reflections is one of, like, many albums that I have released over the years. I have released, like, when I say hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of albums, I literally have. Because I at one point between 2014 and 2015, I was putting out an album a week. But that was because I had created an instrumental company and was putting out music that served multiple purposes. You could use it for listening, you could use it for performing, and that kind of thing. So the way Key Reflections came about is one of the most special and significant places for me as a musician, and all that I create, is solo piano. I have a particular kind of relationship with the piano where, when I sit down to play, at this point, it's like, it's therapy for me, first of all. But then second of all, I have this ongoing, growing relationship with the piano. So I've spent so many hours in so many different ways and so many different genres of music, that when I sit down to create, and then as a person where I am, when I sit down to create, I completely, like, empty my mind. I'm coming to it like, just like, okay, where is life right now? What am I feeling? And then that's where I go from there. And so I've often been told over the years that, by other people, that some of the best music they heard me play was when I just sat down at the piano and just, as I say now, went completely from the right brain and just flowed, And all those years playing in church developed, like, a sense of being able to just sit down and create music just out of thin air, because you had to do that in order to provide for the environment. You were the film score for the environment. So Key Reflections came out of that place of appreciating myself in the way that I was being appreciated, and really just focusing on something that's very much a cherished space for myself, and as you heard in the introduction of the CD where I expressed those sentiments, it's a sacred space for me. It's a place of healing and therapy, and I just get lost. I get lost in playing the piano. So that's how that came about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think those of us that are listening are getting lost in it with you. We're just drifting off to sleep and into our magic, our happy place, and it's good. It's good.
Thank you. Yeah, that definitely, I appreciate it, because that's one of the fields that I decided that I was going to get into with this project, and with a few other projects that I've released that are similar. Getting into, like, the meditative field, getting into that, music for sleep, and study and calmness. Because, anytime I sit down and play, that's essentially, as as we'll see when we hop into it, that's where I go immediately. I immediately go to that place of like taking a breath and just escaping and just going to that place of calm and peace. It's just naturally how I play and where the perspective I come from, so yeah.
I love it. Well, I'm excited for you to play for us today. So we're going to be back in just a minute, you guys, for more of the Breakthrough Show. Welcome back, everybody, to the Breakthrough Show. I'm here with Aaron Hill, who is an amazing musician, and we've just been having a great conversation about music and about, not giving up on your passion, and that it's not too late. It's not too late to dive into something that you're interested in doing. And so Aaron's going to play for us now. Aaron, What are you going to play for us today?
So I'm going to be playing whatever life asks me to play in a moment.
Good.
So I'm going to just improvise. I'm just going to improvise and just allow the moment to take over. So we will find. I'll be able to let you know after life lets me know.
Good. I love it. I love it. Let's do it.
love it. I love it. Oh my gosh. So peaceful. It really blows my mind how you can play something and we can feel so many things. And really, I mean, it's a you really it's something when you can meet a special musician that you can literally feel so many things through their music. And I really feel like when you play, we get to know you, we feel a piece of who you are. And just thank you so much for your gift and for sharing that with us.
Well, thank you. That really means a lot, because the way that you just explain your taking in of it it mirrors exactly my intention when I put it out. So it lets me know that that intention is headed in the right direction.
Awesome.
When I'm in the space.
Yeah. It's good to have that confirmation, right? That your intention for what you're putting out there is actually being received in the way that you want it to. So tell us, Aaron, what's next for you? What kind of things are you working on right now?
Well, so I'm getting used to this new title of public figure. Right? So basically, for 17 years now, I've been an entrepreneur. And so I've had the ability to build my own businesses and do my own thing, as they say, successfully. Now being a public figure is on a daily basis, I'm bringing my journey, to the people in different forms. So what's next for me is more of what a person would see if they follow me on social media, which is, I've got my self-care session happening after this, where I'll be sharing, the next level of meditation in my journey and teaching people the tools and techniques that I've been learning. I've got, more music coming out, and especially in responding to what we're dealing with as far as, the health situation. I'm going insular and getting ready to put out a lot of content, that I've been working on for a while. It's that time now, to really put it out. So I've got some vlogs happening, showing some beautiful experiences in my life to bring to people. I've got some new music, working on some new instrumental music. I've got a lot going on. So it's more of Aaron Hill TV, more of more of that. I'm writing like 4 books. I'm writing like 4 books that are like between my quotes and some of my ponderings, as well as some self-care stuff. I got a lot going on. So yeah, it's more of the Aaron Hill project.
Yeah. I mean, it's a typical creative, I think.
The best way to keep up with all that, of course, is Aaron Hill TV everywhere.
Yeah, for sure. And you put a lot of your things out on podcasts as well. And that was another thing that I found absolutely hysterical when you were talking about how it's too damn hot outside. I could actually, I was laughing almost to tears because I melt literally down here in Alabama all the time. But but yeah, I think it's amazing to have a lot going on. I think especially in times like this where we're seeing a lot of craziness in the world, to have something like this that we can focus on, that we can enjoy, and that other people can enjoy along with us. I think we're just helping to raise the vibration of this planet and make it a more joyful place to live, even in the midst of adversity and a lot of different things that are going on. So Aaron, I'm just so thankful that you came to spend some time with us today. Thank you for sharing your story and for, of course, sharing your gift with us. And I really appreciate you taking the time to spend with us today.
Thank you so much for having me. And definitely looking forward to have future conversations. Definitely looking forward to talking about a lot of things with you. So thank you.
Awesome. Well, guys, if you want to learn more about Aaron Hill and the many things he has going on right now, be sure to find the link in the show notes. And you can also find a link there to Spotify, where you can find some of his music and other things going on there that will just bring more joy to your life. We'll be back in just a few minutes with more of The Breakthrough Show.
Did you know that the Breakthrough Show Facebook page is home to more than just the Breakthrough Show? We've got monthly shows we like to call Breakthrough Extras with more inspiring content to facilitate your next big breakthrough. Join Crystal Cockerham for one of those extras every third Thursday of the month for Ask Crystal. During this live show, you'll be able to call into the provided number or use the comment section of the video to ask Crystal to chime in and provide guidance on topics like transformation, the divine feminine, the sacred masculine, personal development, spiritual development, and so much more. Find out more information at thebreakthroughshow.com or tune in live this coming Thursday at 10 a.m. Central, 11 a.m. Eastern at facebook.com/The Breakthrough Show or find the link in the show notes. And now back to The Breakthrough Show.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to The Breakthrough Show. I am so moved by Aaron's story and by his piano playing, and it was really an amazing time to have him on the Breakthrough Show. So big, huge thank you to Aaron Hill for being here today. I also want to thank everyone again, as I mentioned in the beginning of the show today, for wishing us a happy birthday and for being a part of our second birthday celebration here on the Breakthrough Show this week. And I want to encourage you, I think what I wanted to finish off with today is to encourage you that every story is important. Your story is important. There are so many people who, will have said to me over time, I'm not sure what my story is or that I even have a story. And I think everyone does, because we all have these moments in our lives that change the course or the trajectory of our lives. And it's important that we recognize that, and it's important that we share those moments and those stories with everyone, because it's not only, it's a two-part thing. The first part is that you are learning and growing, and it's such a therapeutic moment for you to tell and share your stories. But on the other part of it, you're teaching by sharing. You're giving encouragement by sharing your stories. You're letting people know they're not alone. You're giving people ideas for what they can do in their lives to make their lives better. You're giving people the idea that if you survived, that they can survive too. And that's a huge encouragement. That's a huge deal. And so I want to encourage you to tell your stories, and I want to encourage you, as we're more than halfway through season 4, and we're more than halfway through 2020. It reminds me that we're halfway through the year, and pretty soon we're going to be thinking about season 5 of the show. And I want to encourage you that if you have a story that you want to share, if you have breakthrough moments that are important for you not only to share, but important for other people to hear and learn from, to reach out to me at jessica@thebreakthroughshow.com, and let's get you plugged into next season. So I want to thank everybody for being a part of the show today, or for the Breakthrough celebration, the birthday celebration. I want to thank Aaron Hill for being here. And I also want to give you a heads up for next week. So you guys remember we had David Austin Veal on a few episodes ago to talk about his brand new, well, he talked about his career, but he talked about a short video that he wrote and starred in called Open Mic, that is making its round in the film festivals right now. You can actually watch it on filmocracy.com. So be sure you check that out as well. But he was here to talk about that. One of the producer for that movie, her name is Sabrina Precario, and she has an incredible story and is going to be with us next week on the Breakthrough Show. But we're also going to kick off the episode with a new friend of mine that I love dearly. And if you watched that birthday video, you will have heard him sing in that birthday video as well. Kevin Kiley is going to be here to talk for a minute about music with me, which you know I love, and also sing 2 songs for us. One of his favorite songs by Billy Joel, and another that is his favorite, one of his new songs that's coming out from his album that's about to drop. So we're really excited about that. Be sure you tune in, okay, guys? Thank you so much for joining us today. Please take a moment to rate, subscribe, comment, and share where available. And until next week, make every day a great day for a breakthrough. We'll see you next time.
Happy birthday, Breakthrough Show!
Happy birthday, Breakthrough Show. Can't wait to see what the next 2 years brings you.
Hey Jessica, happy birthday to the Breakthrough Show. Thanks again for having me on as a guest, and as a special birthday gift to your listeners, they can still go to videosocials.net/guests and come on to Video Socials as a gift from the Breakthrough Show to you.
Hello, my name is Claudette Gadsden and I am the Conversation Coach. I just wanted to stop by and wish the Breakthrough Show a happy second birthday. Wow, where did the time go? The show is absolutely amazing. I love the breakthroughs and the interviews, so I look forward to many more years of this. Thanks, Jessica, for all you do in making your dreams come true. Bye-bye.
Hi you guys, Kevin Kiley here, and I just wanted to give a little shout out to the Breakthrough Show. It is its second year birthday. Happy birthday. I'm so lucky that I was able to be a part of this show. I'm gonna sing a little happy birthday for you guys. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear, the Breakthrough Show. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
I am so excited to wish the second happy birthday to the Breakthrough Show and all of its creators and panel members. It's so hard in the world of noise to find something that empowers, motivates, inspires people to be better, to be more, and the Breakthrough Show ticks all the boxes. I want to wish you to keep shining and keep motivating and inspiring and empowering us for many, many years to come. Happy birthday, the Breakthrough Show.
Happy birthday, Breakthrough Show. Jessica, thank you so much for all your work. You rock. Thank you for bringing to us story after story of people who have had their own breakthroughs. And I hope and trust that the Breakthrough Show has many, many more years to come. Happy birthday.
Hi, it's Kat, and I just want to wish a very, very, very happy second birthday to one of my favorite shows, The Breakthrough Show. I cannot believe that it's been actually 2 years. Jessica has put so much work, so much effort, so much love into all the episodes, including the one I've been featured. And I can't wait to see what the future holds for the show. It's been a pleasure to support Jessica for the last 2 years, and I can't believe how many interesting topics and interesting speakers and panelists the show has hosted. So, Jessica, you should be extremely proud of yourself, and all the best to you and everyone else involved in the show in the future.
Hey, this is David Veal from San Pedro, wishing the Breakthrough Show a happy 2-year anniversary. Keep it going, and we'll keep watching. Take care.
Happy birthday to the Breakthrough Show and to Jessica. Well done. It's 2 years. Can you believe it? Time has certainly flown. I remember that first episode, and with a very warm heart and a lot of appreciation. You know what? The Breakthrough Show, it starts with that breakthrough. And may you have many, many more years and success with taking that Breakthrough Show to so many people that need that breakthrough and that guidance and support in their lives. Well done. Happy birthday, Breakthrough.
Happy second birthday. Way to go, Breakthrough Show. Congratulations, Jessica. And, you know, my congratulatory message wouldn't be complete if I didn't give you a cool background. And since it's the Breakthrough Show, we're going to go with the Breakthrough. Oh, yeah. All right. Happy anniversary. Love you. Have another amazing year and see you soon. Bye.
It's been 2 years since the Breakthrough Show began. What a blessed opportunity to be part of the Breakthrough, and I want to use this opportunity to wish the Breakthrough Show happy second birthday. Congratulations to the team. Congratulations to Jessica, and it's been awesome. I count it a great honor and privilege to be part of this community. And I wish and I believe there's something much better and greater that the Breakthrough Show is aiming to do in the next few years to come. So happy second year celebration, Breakthrough Show. My name is Efe Okofasa, giving a shout out here from Bournemouth, Southwest England, United Kingdom.
Hello, my name is Teresa Warren. I'm one of the co-hosts from Spirit Sessions of View of the Light, and I was a first season guest on the Breakthrough. I want to give my wholehearted congratulations and happy birthday to the whole entire Breakthrough team. Thank you for all that you bring to us. Thank you for the heartwarming stories and the inspirational stories, and keep it going, my friends. Blessings and love to you. Happy birthday, Breakthrough.
Hi, this is Brian K. Wright with Success Profiles Radio and Success Profiles Magazine. I want to wish the Breakthrough Show a happy birthday. Jessica, you run a brilliant show. It was my honor and privilege to be a guest not that long ago. I hope the upcoming year is full of music and love and happiness and everything you want. Happy birthday, Breakthrough Show. Have a great day.
Happy second birthday to the Breakthrough. I am honored to be able to have been a panelist for the past 4 seasons, past 2 years, and just seeing what Jessica had as an idea come to the reality is today has been amazing. It's been joyful to see it, and it's been amazing to see all the guests and just know all the other panelists as well. So I just wanted to put out a big happy birthday to the Breakthrough, and thank you again, Jessica, for allowing me to be part of this.
Hi everybody, this is Will Blaine, author of the short story series Wildly Inappropriate Stories for Children. The Breakthrough Show is commemorating 2 years of dispensing personal development advice, and it's quite an achievement. I want to thank them for having me on the show, and to wish Jessica and everyone there at the Breakthrough Show many more years of success.
This is Suzanne Doohan of Get a Bigger Boat, sending a big shout out thank you to the Breakthrough Show. Jessica, you are an inspiration to me. I am so impressed with what you've accomplished. To the people who don't see what goes on behind the scenes at the Breakthrough Show, I just want to share that it's a joy to be a guest on the show. The way that you communicate everything about your work shows love and care. I'm proud to be associated with you, and I wish you the very best as you go forward, because I can't wait to see the breakthroughs that you're going to make on the Breakthrough Show. Congratulations on 2 years. I hope you have an incredible celebration at this important milestone. Thank you. Bye.
Hi, just wishing the Breakthrough Show a happy birthday, 2 years. Wow, time flies, right? So just reaching out to all the viewers and Jessica and all the hosts of the Breakthrough Show and co-hosts. So it was such a pleasure to be a guest there, and looking forward to so many more shows. So happy birthday and congratulations, Jessica, on the show, and just looking forward to so many more.
Hello, Jessica. Hello, Breakthrough Show. Happy second birthday, Breakthrough Show. I hope it will be a nice celebration, and all the best in the third year and the years to come. Take care.
Hello, my friends over at the Breakthrough Show. This is Marie Martin with Candid and Classy. I'm here to wish you a very happy birthday. To everybody that's doing such a great job spreading such an amazing message. And I'm wishing you another amazing year and just all of the love. Bye, guys.
Hey Jessica, it's Dan Paulson from Envision Development International. Just want to say hello and wish you congratulations on 2 years with the Breakthrough Show. It's wonderful to see you've made it that far. I think in podcast terms, that's like 20 years, so congratulations on that. Looking forward to being on one of your upcoming episodes here, I think in the next couple months. So again, congratulations, wonderful job, and look forward to seeing more episodes. So take care. Thanks again.
Happy second birthday to the Breakthrough Show. I can't believe it's been 2 years. It has been 2 years full of heartfelt stories, laughs, sometimes tears, and always a wonderful experience. I can't wait to see what the next 2 years brings.
Mr. Minigolf here, wishing the Breakthrough Show a very happy second birthday.
A very happy birthday to the Breakthrough Show. This is Trista from I Woke Up Awesome Coaching and Trista's Plate Story podcast. And I just want to say thank you, Jessica, and the Breakthrough Show for providing a platform for people to share their stories and make a difference for others. Keep doing what you're doing. There are so many more important stories to share.
Hello, hello, hello. I am Prophet Calvin Witcher, and I want to wish a very special happy birthday to the Breakthrough Show that's turning 2 years old. Wow, it's been a powerful, great time, and I just want to honor Jessica for all of her hard work in creating this show, creating this platform and this container that allows for so many people like myself and other great experts to come on and share stories, share information and insights. And I know personally that the Breakthrough Show has been very meaningful, not just to our family, but it's been really influential to our community as well. The topics that Jessica brings forth, by herself, but also with her panel of hosts is just remarkable. The things that they're doing here in the world, not just in cyberspace, but in the lives of people, is definitely an honor to be a part of. It's a privilege to help celebrate it. We are wishing you so many more happy birthdays, and we are wishing you so much more success as the months and years move on. So again, happy birthday, Breakthrough Show. And everyone, if you have not had a chance to subscribe to the YouTube channel and make sure you're following the Facebook page, make sure you're following Jessica on Instagram and the Breakthrough Show everywhere that you possibly can. Be sure to stop what you're doing right now. I mean, really, stop what you're doing right now. Go to Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, any platform that they are on, and make sure that you subscribe, because you do not want to miss this juicy content to really help up-level you in your spiritual life, your personal life, and definitely your business life. So with all of the things that are happening in the world, we need good content. We need uplifting content to help boost our spirit and really remind us how living a powerful and blessed life can really look. And Jessica does a great job at that, and the Breakthrough Show is absolutely the place where you want to infuse your body with all of this goodness on a continual basis. So again, I'm Prophet Calvin, and I want to recommend you subscribing and following and joining in the community of the Breakthrough Show. And again, happy birthday. Love to you.
Thanks for tuning in to another episode of The Breakthrough. Please visit our website at www.thebreakthroughshow.com. And be sure to join our After the Breakthrough community powered by Patreon. We look forward to seeing you next week. Same time, same place for another inspiring episode.